I could totally make an Iron Man joke right now, but I won't. I won't.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the DC Multiverse Batman v Superman Armored Batman. So here we are, and there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here you have Armored Batfleck right there. Collect and connect, grapnel blaster replica. On the top you have DC Multiverse. Batman v Superman logo. On this side you have the Armored Batman again. You have a brief rundown of the movie. On the other side you just have the Batman v Superman logo. On the back of the box, collect and connect all 8 figures to build Batman's grapnel blaster. Your cross cells right there, figures 5 through 8 coming soon. And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have the Armored Batman, and again, very indicative of the suit from the Dark Knight Returns comic book, and you know, pretty cool. It does some things that bug me, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But first, let's take a look at the details, getting close here on the head sculpt. Nice head sculpt. I like the paintwork they did on the figure, because it does make the armor look, you know, nice and weathered. And I like how they molded in all these little scratches and, you know, dings and dents in it. And I think that really looks good. We'll come down here. You can see the strap going across the chest there with the buckle done in silver. And again, just like all the little scratches and everything they put in it. Very nice. Very well done. Got the armored plating right there in the midsection. Got the utility belt with the pouches done in gold. Back crotch right there, which does have some paintwork on it and some scratches. Somebody was scratching at his crotch. That's, thank God he was wearing this then. Thank God. Going down the legs there. Again, nice detailing. Let's make it actually look, you know, battle damaged. It's pretty cool. Got the spikes here on the side of the boots. They have a little bit of that gold paint on it. Right there. And got the feet. Got some big stomping boots. They got some mega cleats on them too. That's obscene. That's insane. He's gonna hurt somebody. Well, I guess that's the point, but you know. So that. And going down the arms, you can kind of see the armor plating there. And again, it's got some scratches and scrapes in it. It's very nicely done. So I mean, nice molded detail throughout. The hands. Looks like he's got some nice thick gloves on. It's cool. Got the spikes there. A little bit of gold paints. Come around to the back. The cape is very nicely done, because it's not just that flat plastic. It does actually have a texture to it, which looks really good. I really like that. Very, very cool. And I'll lift up the cape here so you can see the detail on the back of the suit. You can see lots of nice molded detail on the back of the suit as well. Nothing on his butt. They didn't paint anything on his butt. That's okay. So they have that. Yeah. Again, I like all the scratches and gouges and dings and everything they put into it. I do quite like that. And of course the cape is that soft plastic, you know. It's not going to hold the pose or anything. It pretty much just falls back down, but it's nice and pliable, so you don't have to worry about breaking anything. So you have that. And of course Batman and this is where my tongue stops working. Batman being Batman, you know, he's not going to make awesome armor without putting a cape on it. Just has to have a cape. Apparently some of his business suits have capes on them also, but Alfred kind of advised against it. He thought that would be very unprofessional. You know, just show up at a meeting with a cape. It just, no, it doesn't make you look good. Anyway. But there he is. Now, articulation-wise, the head, I can't really tell if it's on a ball joint or not. It feels like it's on a ball joint, but just due to the way it's shaped, you get very, very minimal side-to-side movements. He can look down a little bit. He can't really look up. A little bit of downward movement, of course. He can turn his head, but, you know, it's a little hard to get a full 360 there because of the collar. You have that. The arms can do a full 360, and the cape does do a pretty good job of kind of moving out of the way to accommodate. You get outward movement, not much outward movement. You do have a bicep swivel. You have 90 degrees of bend there. You also have rotation at the forearm right there. He does have a wrist swivel. He does have a waist joint right there. Legs can go forward that much. They can go back that far. Outward movement, you get that much. You do have a thigh swivel. Right there, you do have 90 degrees of knee bend, and the feet can move up and down on that hinge right there. No ankle tilt, just up and downward movement. So there you go. Not totally posable. Now, one thing that does bug me about this figure is it is kind of hard to get him to stand. Like, if you just have his legs just stock straight, he wants to fall back. Like, the balance is just off. And I guess it's probably just a cape, or maybe he just needs a little bit more heel or something. I don't know, but there you go. The way to get him to stand properly is you do have to kind of, I don't know if you can see that, but you do have to kind of angle his legs back a little bit to kind of get everything, kind of get that center of balance just right. You do have to kind of angle his legs back a little bit, because otherwise he just falls right back. So that is definitely one thing that bugs me about the figure right there. He does include a weapon. He does have a gun right here, which was made in China. So yeah, Wayne Enterprises outsources apparently. But but yeah, some pretty nice molded detail in there. Nothing phenomenal. It is made of that softish plastic, so there's a little bit of bend to it. Right there. And there's no paint on it whatsoever. It's just molded in that kind of dark brown plastic. Right there. And he can hold it. His hands, it's really hard to get the gun in his hand the first time, because this hand, you can see I already kind of stretched it out, but this is how the hands actually come out of the box. So you can see there's not much of an opening there. And you can see this one's been stretched out because I just left the gun in his hand overnight and stretched it out. But very, very hard to get this gun in his hand the first time. Not easy, not fun, but once you get it in there, you can kind of take it, twist it in there. And he doesn't really hold it properly. You can see he's kind of holding it off to the side. He doesn't hold it straight just due to this part right here. What's that called? The stock? I think that's what that's called. I'm not too prolific. I know words. I swear I do. I know words. I don't know gun terminology that much, but I believe that's called the stock. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, just due to that part right there, he doesn't hold the gun straight, no matter how you put it in. I mean, if you turn it the other way, still he's just kind of holding it at a weird angle. So either way, he's holding it at some weird angle, which doesn't really work. So yeah, that could have been done differently. That just, yeah, I don't like that. But hey, it is what it is. So you have that. Let's see if we can get him standing properly there. So there we go. So now for comparison, we will bring in the wave mates here. There we go, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman doesn't like to stand either. So we got Wonder Woman. Then we have Superman. Actually, we'll put these two over here. Put Armored Batman here. And we'll get regular Batman on this side right there. So there we have our whole first wave of Batman v Superman figures right there. So there you have that. There you go. So, just to get a closer look here of how he looks with Superman. Again, you can see a bit taller than Superman. Again, don't know if that's accurate, but that's the way it is. Right there. And just a closer look at him with the regular version of Batman is actually a little bit taller there also. But again, when you have boots like that, they're going to give you a couple inches. So, there you go. So, there you have that. And, of course, he does come with the next piece of the Grapnel Blaster. And, yeah, this is just it's a little clip piece that's going to hold some of the actual hooks right there. I can't connect this to anything because the part that it connects to does not exist yet. Let me get the box off the floor here. You can see right here. This piece goes into the side of the blaster right there, so I don't have this piece yet, so I have nothing to connect this to, so this is just gonna just hang out there till I get that piece. So there you go. So there you have the armored Batman right there. And, yeah, I mean, as far as this first wave goes, I mean, none of these figures are phenomenal. They're all just, you know, they're decent, but they're nothing to write home about, you know. Wonder Woman is definitely at the bottom of the totem pole, unfortunately. But, you know, they're all decent figures. Nothing spectacular, like I said. But, you know, decent figures nonetheless, so... but if you would like an armored Batman or any other DC Multiverse figures, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my Batman v Superman playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the DC Multiverse Batman v Superman Armored Batman, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. I only have one question for you, Kent. You have a question for me. Gee, I wonder what it could be. Do you bleed? Ugh, look, seriously, Bruce. I mean, why do you care? Why do you keep asking me this question? Seriously, why? No, I'm just saying, cause you're gonna. Yeah, okay, Bruce, sure, you're gonna make me bleed with your fancy little suit of armor. Yeah, sure, okay, yeah, sure. Hey, this is state-of-the-armor Superman bleeding technology I'm wearing right now. Yeah, whatever, Tin Man. Just keep skipping down the yellow brick road. Yeah, well, you know what you should ask the wizard for? Some grapefruits. Because you ain't got some, that's why you're afraid to fight me. Maybe you should ask Zod to find them for you. I will find them!